Welcome to your weekend focus, March the 7th and 8th, 2020. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for indulgences. Hi. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. So we have March the 7th. The 7th is about standing within your truth. Okay. It's also the chariot energy asking us to pull back a little bit, think things through. So, maybe we're glossing over the details, or we're trying to gloss over the flaws, or we're seeing only what we want to see rather than what we should be seeing. Um, so yeah, with the chariot energy, we want to pull back a little bit. We want to think things through. We want to understand how to step forward with a strength, with a empowerment, absolutely, with an empowerment. And then we go to, let's go a little bit farther here. The seven, if we add that all together, it comes to a 14. That would be the temperance card. So having more by having less. So maybe it's time to get rid of a little bit of the clutter, or things that don't have a value in your life anymore going forward. It has become just clutter, or it's become obsolete, something that you don't need. And it's good for us not to be on autopilot all the time in our life, robotic. We wake up, we brush our teeth the same way, we make we have our routines in the morning, and we don't go away from it. We're just automatically doing it. So when something doesn't work, we really everything goes awry. So all of a sudden the coffee pot doesn't work or something. Oh my goodness, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. And it just kind of throws us out of our routine. And then we didn't have our morning coffee. And then, we just, we're feeling sluggish. And we're telling ourselves, well, it's because I didn't have a coffee. I am going to feel sluggish. And then we become even more sluggish because we are convincing ourselves that we are indeed as sluggish as we feel, instead of trying to put that energy in a new and an exciting way. And I believe Friday was a little bit about looking at our routines. So maybe we figured something out there, but today is the day when we don't want to gloss over things. And today is the day when our Saturday, the first day, we're still on the 7th, is a day when we need to realize where we overindulge, perhaps, where we overspend, where we waste our time or our energy on things, and figuring out how to omit them out of our lives in one way or another in order to have that time or energy or finances available. And if we go 1 + 4, that's a 5. It's the 5 is a beautiful energy because it brings in romance, and it brings in joy, and it brings in laughter. It's a very decisive energy. It's a travel energy, absolutely. Ah, are you boys being bad out there? Are you? No, you have to go down. You have to go down. Yes. That's Milo. Out. Go on. You behave. Indoor. They've got a piece of paper. I know what it's from, too. I unwrapped a box, and I think I left the piece of paper there on the chair, which is fair game as far as Dylan is concerned. if it's within reach, it becomes his. So you have to be careful what you leave within reach with him. But if he can't reach it, usually he can convince Milo to grab it for him. So, anyways, and then we have, this is the Sunday, and the Sunday is the 8 energy. And the 8 energy is asking ourselves where we have our focus. But more importantly, I think it's realizing our strength, our empowerment. It's about walking with integrity. It's about, it's the mystic in us, and realizing that mystic within. It's about transformation and birth and rebirth. And if we add up the numerology for the day, it is the devil, And so the devil, the Three of Swords kind of turned over in when I was shuffling. It didn't fall out or anything when I said the devil. Some things are hard to release in our life. Some things we use them as crutches in our life. It could be our thoughts. It could be the people that we surround ourselves with. It could be the environments we allow ourselves to sit within, work within. So it's really looking at maybe a cleansing almost of maybe an environment in your life or your friendships with some people. Maybe they are negative. Maybe they are toxic in some way. And that doesn't mean they're bad people. It's just they don't match your energy right now. And they bring you down. They weigh you down. They don't support you or they don't love you in the way that you deserve. They make you feel like you're not enough, and you most definitely are enough. 1 plus 5 is a 6, but that's the lovers. That's the universal number for love in numerology. Absolutely. Now, it could be work and career, and it could be actually health and nutrition and loving ourselves. It could be our routines. We may be wasting time or energy or losing our focus in someplace else rather than where it needs to be. We have the sun in Pisces. We have the moon, I think, in Leo for the Saturday. But in Sunday, I think most of us will be waking up to the Virgo moon. I think they want my attention. So the Leo energy is fun and laughter and joy and celebration and romance and really feeling that confidence stirring within you. The Gemini, or not the Gemini moon, the Virgo moon, kind of, it's very matter of fact in many ways. It's very, this belongs, this doesn't belong. So when we are looking at what to disperse in our life, rid in our life, whether it is our thoughts, it could be items, it could be belongings, it could be people, it could be an environment. But when we are looking at purging some area of our life, maybe it's our diet, changing that. The Virgo moon helps us very much in moving towards those things or realizing those things. So I think Saturday should be just more of a fun, let your hair down kind of day. And the Sunday is more of, okay, so what needs to go? What limited my happiness the day before? What didn't allow me to feel grounded or secured or loved or enough? Or deserving? What took me away from that feeling? And how can I change maybe my routine, a part of my routine, my habits, my behaviors, in order to invite in new energy? We have, oh, look at this, the Ten of Swords, yeah. In some ways, we will feel so, can't do it. Another day of this, no way. It's been too hard. We're really, we have been living over the last, I think, close to 20 years now of this shift in energy. And everything got really hard. And for a lot of us, it was 10. Some of us, 20. And sometimes it gets to you and it weighs you down and you're like, huh. Especially if something else new crops up. You're like, my goodness, here we go again. And when we look at things in our life as something, even, negative, when we see it as negative, when we don't sometimes grasp the lesson or the wisdom that we were supposed to take away. And so it's looking within today and realizing that you are this weekend and realizing you have the wisdom. You thought you'd never make it through before, and you did. Here you are. So, of course, you're going to make it through it again. And it's going to be a layered wisdom. It's going to be your sage wisdom. And once you realize that you can push yourself forward through things, you get an inner strength back. This is the darkest, it's the darkest before the dawn kind of thing. You know, all light comes from the darkness, right? Eradicates the darkness. And look at the sky. The sun is breaking through. And pretty soon, those rays of sunshine are going to hit you, and you are going to feel the energy. You are going to feel like you've got this. So those swords aren't in your back in this card. They are behind you. They are your shield of strength. They are the lessons, the fires, the chaos, the sorrow that you have walked through in your life in order to get to the here and now. Now remember, Mercury is in retrograde. So we do tend to reminisce. We do tend to look backwards. And don't wear those things as, you know, poor me and what I had to go through, but yay me, because I am stronger because of it. That I can conquer now. I have a sense of empowerment within me, a courage within me, a knowledge within me, a set of values within me that I can lean on in order to get through whatever comes my way. I've got this. That's the kind of energy, and the Leo moon will help us do that. We have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is about letting go of things that you might really love them in your life, but they're not very good. Okay, an example of that would be somebody who uses drugs on a regular basis, or alcohol on a regular basis, gambling, eating. We know it's not good for us, but it relieves this kind of stress, or it fills that void. And, you know, I just feel a little bit more in balance when I do those things, even though they're not good for me. And letting it go. And sometimes it's about letting go of people in our life or environments in our life in order to move to where we need to be, in order to create, transform, become what we want to be. And we have that devil energy, and I didn't really go into it, but the devil is all about transformation. The devil is understanding what binds you, what holds you back. So this weekend, I think, is a day that, or this weekend is a couple of days where we may gloss over the things that hurt, or the things that weigh us down, or, you know, flaws, details. Look at that, the Chariot. We do have the Chariot energy, the 7, telling us to hold back a little bit, think it through. What's best for us? What matches our values, our dreams, our desires, our talents, our abilities, our wisdom? What is your intuition telling you about how to go forward? How to be strong and empowered on your path? Oof, man, oh man. Strong energy, the Tower. Now, whenever the Tower shows up in a reading, because everybody's like, oh, not the Tower. The Tower never shows up to take away anything in your life that you need in order to go forward. You need to know that, okay? But goodness gracious, sometimes it feels like it at the time. So if we're not willing to look at the flaws or things that we really don't want to see, the details perhaps, The Tower card comes in to make us, to give us no choice, to back us into a corner, to say, no, no, it's time to fight your way out of that wet paper bag. You've got this. It's easy. You just haven't wanted to address it. But you can. You've got it inside you already. The Tower knows you'll get through this. The Tower knows that you need to let go of something. Purge something. The Tower sometimes knows when you need to change lanes. You better not. That's mine. Oh, are you sorry? Are you really? You go down. You go down. Go on. So know that when the Tower card comes, and maybe it's because we're not holding back enough, or we're not thinking it through enough. We're not wanting to release those things, or it hurt too much the first time around. We don't want to go there again. Not realizing our own strength and empowerment. We have the King of Swords. Oh, the King of Swords is beautiful because you know what? By the end of this weekend, here we come out as the King of Swords. The King of Swords is determined. The King of Swords sees the goal, the dream, the desire. And the King of Swords gets committed, determined. And King of Swords, he feels nobody's a match for him. And King of Swords will use that sword to cut out whatever is holding him back. And so we may get that attitude by the end of the weekend. As we go through the weekend, we start to understand what we need to cut out, what we need to purge in our life. And then by the end of the weekend, we really do know. And the Tower card may come in to show us exactly why that will be. Now, I had a friend. She showed me a deck of cards. Gorgeous. She's a very good friend. And she said, I'll use them for a week. I have to give them back. But for this week, we're using Mystical Wisdom. So that's the book list. Isn't this gorgeous? And that's the box if you're out there and you're trying to see it, trying to find it. Okay. Mystical Wisdom by Gay Guthrie and Josephine Wall. And the thing I like the most about these cards is the book has a mantra for us to say each day. So we'll have one for this weekend. No, you'll have to wait. No, you have to wait. Yeah. Go sit down. Go lay down. Go wait. I better hurry it up because he's being patient about something. Sensuality. Express your sensuality. There you are. Express your sensuality. Your beauty. Your grace. Your talent. Your creativity. Your love. Your compassion. Your beauty. Soften your environment. Your approach. Meditate, pray, get lost in a song, a melody, singing bowls, flutes, pianos, guitars. Get lost in the music. Get lost in the dreamscape. I mean, we have the sun in Pisces, so absolutely. It's always a beautiful time to get lost in the dreamscape. When we have a Pisces sun. Let's see what the book says, though, and let's see what our mantra should be for this weekend. I just saw something in the book, and I've got to, I can't wait to get this book out. Now, we said it was in order, didn't we? Sensuality, there we are. So, sensuality. Being a sensual person means you have a heightened sense of awareness for touch, smell, taste, hearing, and feelings. Sensuality plays a big part in your sex life and your overall ability to derive pleasure from life. You like to take advantage of what life has to offer and live with love and passion. You are also going to be eager to experiment in life. You can make great discoveries of mind, body, and spirit, fulfilling your desires and enjoying the ultimate contact with another. Sensuality embodies all of the qualities of self awareness, including your uniqueness and the authenticity within your own comfort zone. Express your sensuality in your way or rediscover your own vitality. And the mantra is, I live life to the fullest with passion and love. Oh, that's a beautiful mantra. So, I live life to the fullest with passion and love. I live life to the fullest with passion and love. And the 5 energy is very much about passion. The 6 energy is very much about love. We had both of that come up in the numerology. So I would have to say definitely to allow romance to play a part, art, music, poetry, another's embrace. And we'll get an animal card here. Allow in beauty. Allow in beauty. Allow in grace. Love yourself. Balance. Well, we haven't seen the moose in quite some time. This is the first day in a while I haven't talked about balance, and Moose comes out to remind us that it's still part of the picture. Balance, release, recalibrate, and dignity. I am only one, but still I am one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do the something that I can do. So, no, you're not expected to do and be and become everything. You have talents, you have abilities, you have the unique you to work with. And so, because you can't do everything, you need to do the one thing that you can do so well and give your gift to the collective to further your path. Moose tells you it's time for you to realign your purpose. By looking within and noting what you are doing outwardly, you will begin to see where you need to recalibrate your life. Balance is key to enjoying your life, but many times it is lacking. You may feel as if you are on a teeter-totter. Sometimes your moods are up, sometimes down. And don't allow a brief moment in time to destroy your balance. Moose walks with dignity, and it's time for you to hold your head high and stand tall. And that's very much our final card. It's time. Stand up tall and hold your head high. Believe in yourself. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are enough. Know that you have talents and abilities. And know that that thought in your heart can very much be a reality for you going forward. It's going to be a beautiful weekend for just that. So go with the flow. Accept what comes to you. Realize it's to bring in wisdom. Giggle, laugh. Invite joy in your life. And understand what is preventing that and eradicate that from your life as well. Absolutely. This weekend we really have incredible energy to do just that in our life. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.